Hi, everybody. Welcome to Story Time at Jervis Public Library. My name is Mark, but all my friends call me Shark, so you can call me Shark. Today, I'm going to read How to Walk an Ant. It's a story by Cindy Derby, who also did all the illustrating. Okay? Now, I'm going to read it, and I'm also going to be uh, adding a few things throughout that are my own. And at the end, we're going to be going through and seeing some things in the appendix. It's awesome. You'll enjoy it, believe me. Okay? I've never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, here we go. How to Walk an Ant by Cindy Derby. My name is Amariah, and I am an expert walker. No, I don't mean I walk perfect. I mean, I walk things. That's Amariah. Pretty wild drawing, isn't it? That's Amariah, so say hi. Hi, Amariah. Not dogs, not fancy little gnomes, and not goldfish. You see where she's kind of walking the dog there, and then a fancy little gnome, and then she's trying to walk the dog, or she's trying to walk the fish in the aquarium. My specialty is ants. See the little booth she has there? She says, the ant walking expert. Next ant walking tour begins in 1 minute. See, they got a little display only, and she's got little guides here that you can look at. And today I will share my expertise with my very own 9-step guide. Are you ready? It's very important, so follow closely. Step 1. Find ant. Ants can be found in or on trees, water fountains, or even better, abandoned candy canes. Tip. Look for ant scouts. They are more open to possibility. Rule. Look left, then right when crossing ant highways. Now you can see her looking all over the place for ants. She's looking under a leaf. She's looking. Oh, there's a lady walking a dog, just a rogue lady. And she's looking in the garbage can right there. And then she's looking, I think that's a water fountain. And then, remember what I said before, she found one on a candy cane that's been abandoned. And she says, got ya. So she's got her ant. Meanwhile, there's a rogue guy riding his bike past. I hope he doesn't run the lady down who's walking the dog. Step 2. Politely introduce yourself. Tip. Remain calm. Rule. Don't be antsy. Get it? Antsy? Ants can smell fear with their antennae. See, they can smell fear. She says, hello. Oh, Sir Ant. Hello, Sir Ant. My name is. Then the ant's walking away from her. She says, hey again, little fella. I'm going to walk you and you're going to like it. The ant doesn't want any part of it. Starts walking away. Amariah says, but I'm a professional. The ant stopped just before he got off the page. And he turned back, and Amariah's all bummed out because the ant ignored her. But the ant, see him peek back in on the page and look at her? Then all of a sudden he walked over because he heard that professional thing. And Amariah's happy. That's step 2. What's next? Step 3. Step 3, gain their trust. Tip, use a bridge, sticks, leaves, or your grandmother's fake nail. And if you see, there is a little asterisk right there. That means in the back of the book, we're going to see what the fake nails are. But if you go down here, it says, fake nails can be found under the sofa. Okay, so use your grandma's fake nail. Rule, don't stab the ant. Boy. Tip, prove to them how loyal you are. Oh, there's another asterisk. 2 asterisks right there. Don't stab the ant. Now down there, there's 2 asterisks, and it tells you, please refer to how to conduct a funeral in Appendix 1. Amariah says, we are such amazing friends. I got a tattoo of you on my arm. See the tattoo right there? BFF. Best friends forever with the ant. Okay, now that you've introduced yourself, step 4, prepare the leash. Now, this is really important right here. Tie the smallest bow in the universe. Then secure the leash between the ant's thorax and the head. Okay? And there's those, remember what I called them? Asterisks. Now there's 3 of them. If you go down here, it says, refer to ant anatomy in Appendix 2. Whew. We're going to have to go over a lot of stuff when I get done with this book. Okay? You ready? All right, I am too. Okay. Now, they're saying to prepare the leash, the tip. They got a tip for you. Prepare it like this and put it right there on the ant. Rule. Not like this. And you see, she tied it in the wrong spots, and that ended up making the ant have to have a funeral. Okay, step 5. Make a goal. Tip. Walking to the ice cream truck is an excellent goal. The estimated ant travel time, EATT, without traffic is 35.7 minutes. Remember that. Rule, stay on designated path. There may be dangers. A lot of dangers to ants, but does anybody know what that danger could be? Boy, I know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is, but you guess it right now. And you say it out loud. What is that right there? He's dangerous. But look, Amariah, she's got little blip, 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 blip. She's thinking of an ice cream cone. Even the ant is going blip, 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 blip. He's thinking of ice cream cones because down here, way down there, see the ice cream truck? They got ice cream on their mind. Step 6, control the leash. Tip, if your ant takes a wrong turn, shorten the leash 4 centimeters. It's true, too, because sometimes these ants, they go off on their own. Look at this one. She's like, okay then, because the ant went up into a tree. I don't know why. And then Amariah's like, really? Because the ant started playing on top of a dog. I don't know why. Maybe he saw some fleas in there that he knew. And now Amariah says, wow. Because the ant is up on top of the bald guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. See, the bald guy is reading, A Retired Clown's Guide to Life. Okay, so remember, control the leash. 4 centimeters, remember. Step 7, practice how to walk. Tip, reward the ant with 1 lick of candy cane every 7 centimeters. That means every time the ant walks 7 centimeters, give him a lick of the candy cane to make him go 7 more. I'll tell you, it works. Rule, watch your back. Okay? Watch your back. Because this could happen. All of a sudden you turn around and you got gajillions of ants behind you. You want to know why? Because they all live in the same colony. And they saw you take that one ant for a walk, and now they want to sit there like, hey, what the heck is going on here? Let's follow Andy the ant because somebody took him. So keep your eye behind you. Because ants, they're going to follow you. Oh, God. Oh, boy. When you encounter a colony of ants, you have to repeat steps 2 through 7, 3,028 times. You know what I'm talking about? You got to make 3,028 leashes because you got to walk all those ants. They can't be just wandering around all over the place willy-nilly. So that's what you have to do if you get a colony of ants. That's why you don't want them behind you, because you're going to have to make all them leashes up. Okay? Step 8. Okay. Tip. And whatever you do. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to this. Go back somewhere right here. Yeah. Remember when she turned around? When Amariah turned around and saw the colony of ants chasing her? I know we're going backwards, but that's the way I am in my life. I like to have little sidebars. Look up here. What the heck is going on there? I don't know who she is, but I think we're going to see her later on. Okay? Now we're going to fast forward. Step 8, tip. Whatever you do, don't get... Hold on a second. I knew we'd be seeing her again. It's Ladybug Walking Girl. Amariah is minding her own beeswax, walking all 3,029 of her ants, okay? And this tree is blocking her, and little Ladybug Walking Girl is walking, and they don't see each other. Don't get, whatever you do, don't get, tangled! Don't get tangled. Look what happened. It looks like a storm. We got ants all over the place, ladybugs flying all over the place, red and black, Amariah, Ladybug Walking Girl, they're all over the place. They're tangled. Look at them all. It's horror. Tangled. You got to keep your eye out. You got to keep your eye out peripherally. That means side to side, in front of you, remember, in back of you, because of the colony of ants. Oh, my. There's been tragedy. Amariah's on the ground. The Ladybug Walking Girl is on the ground. Amariah says, "You squished my ant." Ladybug Walking Girl says, "You squished my ladybug." And then they kind of both turn away from each other because they're mad. They're upset. They're angry. And they kind of look back at each other. They don't know what to do because there's an ant and a ladybug right there that got squished. Amariah says, "Want to get some ice cream, then have a funeral?" Ladybug Walking Girl's thinking to herself, yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. We owe it to them. Step 9, celebrate when you reach your goal. And that's the goal. They got to the ice cream truck. Unfortunately, the ladybug and the ant got squished. But Amariah and, remember her name? Ladybug Walking Girl, got their ice cream cones. And they had enough money left over where they got another ice cream cone and they blorked it onto the ground. Now the ladybugs and the ants, they're all eating it and having fun. But they are mourning the loss of, wait a second, they didn't get squished. They're underneath playing possum. But they got to eat ice cream. And that's it for the book. But remember what I told you? We got appendixes to go through. Okay, Appendix 1, How to Conduct a Funeral. Okay, tip. Popsicle sticks make great tombstones. And here you see Amariah and Ladybug Walking Girl standing on each side. And there's the little tombstones for Ant and Ladybug. And see all the guests coming? There's Billy Ant, there's Bobby Ant, and there's, oh, Gloria Ant. And then the Ladybugs come in to pay their respects. It's a very solemn moment. But so that's how you got to prepare that. Okay. Appendix 2. Ant anatomy. Okay. Now. now, oh. Now you see the ant. Here's the ant. This is kind of like a big blown up version. And you see the head right there. You see the thorax is right in the middle, right there. And you see the abdomen is that big thing right down there. Now on the other side, you see the antenna. And that line's going over to the eye, hence antennae. And this one, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's petiole nodes, or petiole nodes, or petiole nodes. I don't know. You can look it up in the dictionary. And down here is the gaster. So remember back when they were telling you how to make a leash, they told you to tie it in the right spot, because if you tie it in the wrong place, you're going to have a funeral. Oh, you know what? There was something back here further. Remember how I go off on tangents sometimes? Where was it? It might be back in the beginning. Hang on. I'm with you. Hang on a second. It was back when they told you how to make a... Yeah. How to make a leash. And they said, don't stab the ant. See the ant right there? See, he's got the X's on his eyes because he got stabbed. Okay. All right. Let's moving along. Go back to the appendix. Okay, now we're in the glossary. They're going to tell us about ant highways. When ants find an abandoned ice cream cone or candy cane, they march together in a line to collect the food and bring it back to their colony. They know where to go because they leave behind a pheromone. And there's not really much to see in there, it's just words, but I'll just read them. Pheromone. It's a weird smelling chemical that ants produce so that they know their way around. Think of it like a stinky fart that only ants can smell. Ant scout. Brave ants that wander off from the rest of the colony to find food. These ants are the best to walk because they don't have a curfew. And there you can see his mother ant saying, bye, sweetheart. You don't ever have to come home, because he's a scout. Ant colony. Ants are social insects and live in gigantic organized structures called colonies. Some colonies are so big they house millions of ants. That's why you got to look behind you. You don't want to make that many leashes. That's why it's important to carry around extra thread, just in case you have to make the leashes. Antennae. These are what ants use to smell pheromones left by other ants. When two ants meet, they sniff each other. Well, the end of the day came, and Amariah is waving goodbye to, remember her name? Ladybug Walking Girl. She's waving goodbye. Got a couple of ants with her. Ladybug Walking Girl has a couple ladybugs with her. She's waving goodbye. Probably, yeah, see you tomorrow, See, they got the little thing where the guides, please take a guide tomorrow. And, oh, look at that. There's a bunch of rogue ants and ladybugs taking off with the candy cane. Well, they'll probably meet up with everybody later on after they eat the candy cane. And now, Amariah's booth has been made into the ant and ladybug walking experts. Okay? Next, ant and ladybug walking tour begins tomorrow. And these are just displays, so ignore them. So Amariah made a friend, and now she has somebody else in her business to help her with walking ants and ladybugs. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the story. It was pretty fun reading it. It was cool, really. If you want to get this book, go to the Jervis Public Library and ask for How to Walk an Ant. Tell them Shark sent you, and they're going to hook you up with a book so you can take it home and read it. But whoever reads it has to read it just like I did. Bye, everybody.